Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now Redmi just launched a couple of new devices to add on to their existing Redmi Note 12 series. You might have remembered a video that I did about a week ago, and they actually launched 3 devices back then, but a couple of days back they launched another 3. So that puts the entire Redmi Note 12 series to a total of 6 devices right now. Alright, so the 3 new devices that was launched by Redmi is actually the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G, we have the Redmi Note 12 Pro, and last but not least the Redmi Note 12S. So in today's video, we're going to go over the main one, the hero of today, that is the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G, go over a couple of features that we have in here, and in the second part of today's video, I'll talk a little bit about a very quick recap on all 6 devices and who are they really focused for. Let us begin. Alright, so the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G that I have here actually comes with a couple of cool features, but the main one is actually all about the 50 megapixel IMX766 sensor with OIS. Now, if you just think about this particular sensor, you might remember that this sensor is actually being used on flagships of before, and it's actually quite amazing that Redmi has brought this sensor onto a mid-range phone that is so affordable. So what can you expect in terms of this particular sensor? Well, first and foremost, it's actually very good at taking low light photography. Now, I actually went to a fun fair at night just to try and capture and see how it really performs, under very challenging conditions. And guess what? The IMX766 was actually able to capture pictures that are very detailed. I actually went quite late, so it was actually getting a little bit darker, and I noticed that the phone itself was still able to brighten a very dark environment. Now, other than that, there's also a minimum amount of noise here, just as you would expect from an IMX766 sensor, and the fact that we do have that OIS on board actually helped me out a lot because it reduced a lot of motion blur, especially sometimes when my hands were a bit shaky. So, in a nutshell, I would say that the IMX766 sensor here is actually great for taking low light photography. Now, that does not mean that it doesn't take great shots in the day as well. Again, this is a sensor that was previously used on flagship, so you can have a higher expectation in terms of camera pictures that comes out from this device. Now, let's take a look at a couple of daytime shots. Again, you can see here that the saturation levels are not super saturated. You have a proper white balance, and of course, again, you have a very good dynamic range getting out from this IMX766 sensor. So, if you are looking for a camera, something that is great at night and also good in the day, I think this IMX766 sensor here is actually doing a great job on the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Now, moving on to other cool features that you can find here, of course, we still have that 120Hz AMOLED display, which is actually very good for viewing content. Now, I did a very quick check here about the Netflix, because I know a lot of people watch Netflix on their phones and they want to watch it in HD. So I did a white vine test and found out that this is white vine L1 certified. That means you will be able to watch HD on the screen of the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Now, other than that, I also noticed that the bezels that goes all around the phone itself is actually quite slim. So again, this will actually result in a more immersive experience, and it makes your phone look more updated. Now, speaking about updates, I actually found something quite interesting with the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G, and that is just yesterday, I actually received the update for the May 2023 security update. Now, a lot of my other phones that I do have has not even received the April security update. But we're only about 1 to 2 weeks into May, and I've already received the security update for my Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. So all those people before who are always complaining that Redmi doesn't push out updates, I'm actually quite surprised, and I'm happy to report to you that we did have a very quick update pushed to the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G, and I think that is a great point. Alright, so other than that, what do you have here? Of course, you do have that 5000 mAh battery. It supports 67 watt fast charge. That means that you will be able to charge the phone up fairly quickly. And if you're just wondering like what's powering this device, well, we do have here a Dimensity 1080 that's also 5G ready, so you can have those fast speeds downloads, and of course you can play your games, you can use it on the daily without any hiccups on the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums up my take on the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G. Again, for the amount of money that Redmi is asking, you are getting actually a very good sensor at the back, you're getting decent performance here, and of course you're getting that quick security updates, which I think is actually very important in today's world. Alright, now we move on to the second part of today's video, and let's take a very quick recap at the 6 devices that has been launched. Now, just to reduce the confusion and to make it a little bit more simple, I'm going to separate these 6 devices into 2 sections. So section A will be devices that are supporting 5G, and section B will be those that do not. So we have 3 devices that support 5G and 3 devices that's only on 4G. Now let's talk about the 3 devices that's on 5G. We're going to start off with the greatest one, the most powerful one, and that is the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G. And the key feature for that is actually the 200 megapixel main sensor that is actually capable of taking a lot of detail. Now moving down to the next one here, we do have the Redmi Note 12 Pro 5G that I just talked about. And this phone's key feature is all about that IMX766 OIS sensor for great low light photography. Now moving down to the third one, the third device that is 5G, that is actually the Redmi Note 12 5G. Now this is a budget 5G ready smartphone that is really great for those of you who are on a tight budget but you still want to enjoy 5G fast speeds on your device. So those are the three devices with 5G. Now moving on to the next section. Now we start off with the most affordable one, and that is actually the Redmi Note 12. Now this device is super affordable. I think it's RM699, and yet it still comes with a 120Hz AMOLED display, which is actually very, very good. If you watch a lot of content, this phone is great for you. At just $699, it really is a no-brainer. Now we move up the ranks a bit and we go on to the Redmi Note 12S, and this one is really focused on a lightweight, slim, sleek kind of design and form factor. So if you're really into that, the Redmi Note 12S is for you. Now moving up one rank higher, we do have the Redmi Note 12 Pro, and this device here is actually offering you more power because it does come with the Snapdragon 700 series processor and also comes with a 120Hz AMOLED display. So hopefully you are now clear on the 6 individual devices that are sitting under the Redmi Note 12 series umbrella. Anyways, if you still have any further questions or if you have any confusions, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I'll try my best to help you out. Thank you for watching today's video as always all the way till the end, and don't forget to drop a like, sub to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Stay safe everybody. Bye.